Rare America stamps of value from 1990 to 1991. The 1990 letter F stamps depict in the background part of the American flag, represented by stars and stripes. The peculiarity of these pieces lies in the indication of the letter F, indicating that these pieces were printed for use only in the territory of the United States of America. You will notice the writing for U.S. addresses only, which means they can only be used for American addresses. Pieces sold in blocks of 12 values. Today they are worth $9. The 20 stamps of 1991 depicts the image of bait used by fishermen. Hooks depicting artificial flies that simulate the movement of real insects when they float on water. Up. The written fishing flies. Down. The nominal value of $5.80 is reported. Stamp issued in 1991. Today in the philately market it is worth $18. The 20 stamps series of 1990. It was issued to commemorate the U.S. Coast Guard and the history of lighthouses, structures that allow to illuminate great distances. Normally used to be a reference point for ships and boats, which are found off the coast. The first lighthouses. They were built at the end of the 20th century after Christ. Over time they have undergone several improvements, so many to make the lighthouse a point of reference. Bottom right. The inscription 200 years, commemorating the anniversary from the founding date of the Coast Guard. Or in 1790, when President George Washington signed the Tariff Act, a document authorizing the construction of 10 ships to enforce federal and trade laws. Next to the lighthouse, the writing indicating the original issue value of the piece. That's $5. Today in the philately market it is worth $19. The 1990 Indian headdress postage stamp. It was issued to commemorate Native Americans. Headdress used by Indian tribes. It consisted of a headband with wild turkey feathers, hawk or heron, distributed around the head. Created a very eye-catching headdress. According to the quantities of pens and sizes, they were assigned to tribal leaders or warriors. Above the image, you will see the inscription American Indian headdress. Below the picture, 20, indicating the print series. Postage stamp worth $5. Today it's worth $20. The Hank Williams stamp sheet. It was issued to commemorate one of the most famous musicians of the 20th century. Country music and rock and roll icon. Lived for 30 years from 1923 to 1953. Released 32 albums giving birth to numerous hits. You will notice in the center him playing his guitar. Top left. The number 29. Which does not indicate face value, but the placement of his albums in the chart. Top country music US Billboard. Reached years after his death. Or in 1990. Today this sheet is worth $350.
And no, I never forget. So now you have a few debts. That shit, it needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain, which has determined your